Greetings, everyone. I come to you in the name of Abba Father, giving you a word straight from the throne of grace. This is a message, a warning for anyone that lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Not just in Atlanta, in all of Georgia. God told me to warn you to repent. If you're in the area of Atlanta or if you're in Georgia, your warning is to repent. God says you're out of time. God says your sins have become a disgust and a stench unto his nostrils. God also told me to warn you that he's getting ready to destroy the land of Atlanta. He's getting ready to destroy the lands of Georgia. And by the time he's done with Georgia, Georgia is going to be the worst of all of the states that is going to experience the wrath of God. You are being warned to repent. God says you're out of time. God says that he's not going to forgive you. He's not going to give you no more time if you don't take heed to his warning now. He says that when you call upon him, when you see the wrath of God hit these lands, you are going to regret it. He says that in Georgia, the areas that have been the most racist against God's people, those are going to be the houses, the homes, the businesses, the cities, the towns, the churches that are going to be destroyed the most. I saw floods coming in, floods, serious floods. I also saw the grounds dry up. The grounds are going to dry up so much that there will be no crop coming from the ground. So even if you plant vineyards, fruits, vegetables, it's not going to grow. The dirt is going to dry up so deep that it's going to be a famine in the land. Massive disasters coming to the state of Georgia, specifically Atlanta as well, is going to be destroyed so bad that God says that if you don't repent, you're going to regret it. He says if you come out of her and you repent, that he will preserve you and he will preserve your life in the times ahead. God says no more. God says that these lands shall now be called the valley of the shadow of death. You have been officially warned. I would run to God. This is no joke. When the Spirit of the living God came upon me to give me these messages, I immediately stopped everything that I was doing to take to the streets of Buckhead, Atlanta. And y'all know that that's amongst the top 10 worst of all the hoods in Atlanta. But I fear no man but God. I fear not what it is that man can do to the body, but I fear the God who holds the keys to the bottomless pit. And I highly recommend that your highlight is not the God of your money, the God of your food, the God of your weaves, the God of your weed, whatever it is that you made your God. God said you shall have no other gods before him. And because you turn to other gods, God is also going to turn against you. God said this land of Atlanta is the land that he blessed the most. It's the land that he gave wealth and abundance to our forefathers, to our ancestors. But God also says that Atlanta, Georgia, is the land that mocked him the most. And God says that he is not a God that will be mocked. I saw dead bodies all over the place. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Soon you will see soldiers taking the streets. Soon you will see China and Russia coming from underground. They're coming from everywhere. I also saw a new flesh-eating virus hit the land. It's going to hit the land so tough that so many people are going to cry out to God because bodies will be left lying on the street because even the trash man is going to quit his job. And no one's going to want to come in to pick up those bodies. There will be stench of bodies laying on the street. The trash man won't come in. The sewage will get out of order. The pipes will rot with feces. You will smell it in the air, the stench of the death and the feces that I saw, that God showed me. There will be no mercy because none of you had mercy upon yourselves when you mocked God. When you turn to other gods. It was God who called us out of the lands of Egypt. It was God who saved us and saved our forefathers, even for us to be here now. But yet so many of you mock him. and God will not be mocked. God said, no more warnings. Your time is up. God said, you will also know that a true messenger of God, a true prophet of God has been amongst you, because signs and wonders will follow. Once God removes what he's going to remove, his people out of these lands, the dust shall be shaken off of our feet. And I see sudden disasters, sudden destruction hitting this land. God calls it the valley of the shadow of death. God says this land shall no longer be a land called Tophe, but a land of slaughter. Your neighbors will be your food. There will be no lights. There will be no water. No police is coming to help you. No one's coming to help you. You will become slaves to Russia and China. They will take you in as their slaves. You will be taken in to these camps that are already around here. There are gates all over the place. Makeshift gates, prisons, outdoor prisons that they already have set up for y'all. Walls that are already set up. And as far as the homeless that are already here, that have lost their minds, so many people have lost their mind, they're hiding in the trees, none of y'all will be able to hide. None, not one of you will be able to hide. They will snatch you out of your homes. They will have no mercy on you. They will have no mercy on your children. They will have no mercy on your mothers, your grandfathers, your great-grandmothers. You will be separated from them. Run to God. Seek his face. You've been officially warned. Repent while you still can. And know that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob reigns.